Hey, what's happening? Brian Willett here. Hope you're doing well. Today I was reading about the fact that Donald Trump has effectively shut down the border, which is obviously one of the main reasons he was elected here back in November, and one of the main reasons a lot of people made the decision to vote for him because they've watched what has happened at the border there in Mexico, where anybody and everybody was coming across the border. And so, once again, Donald Trump has basically and effectively shut it down. And, what's really interesting is I was reading this article, which, by the way, I don't typically read very many articles from CBS News because they're a bunch of hacks, liars, fake news. Let's just call it what it is. But anyway, I pulled that article up, and I'm going to pull it up here for you to see. But you can see here in this historical illegal crossings along the U.S. southern border since 2000. So, you can see, I don't know what was going on around 2000 to 2002, but man, we had some spikes there, kind of wild. And then you see Trump's first administration here. Not sure what happened right here in 2019 either, that big spike. But then you look at the Biden years. I mean, it's just unbelievable here. I mean, just look at this. Unbelievable. It was an open border where anybody and everybody could come across the border. And that's why we have gangs, that have taken over neighborhoods, taken over apartment complexes. If you watch any of the news, you can see this. And, Donald Trump ran on it. He's made Tom Homan our border czar, which, he's almost, a cartoon character because you couldn't write a better character than what he is in real life. It's quite amazing. But anyway, he's done a phenomenal job. And so his, this is their headline: illegal border crossings plunged to levels not seen in decades. And so again, I just go back here to February, 8,450, one of the lowest numbers for 25 plus years. Unbelievable. And so why is that important? Well, it's important for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons is allowing illegals to come across here that ultimately get into our country and then spread out again in our country. I want people that want to come here and work, find a good job, provide for their family, send money back, even maybe to their country, pay taxes, pay Social Security. We want those types of people in our country. Come on in, but we want them to come in the right way. But we don't want people to come in illegally, live off the government, which we know has been happening. We know that the FEMA money, a lot of FEMA money was being sent to different states and cities, sanctuary cities primarily, to put up illegals. But we just don't want those folks in here living off of the American taxpayer dime. And then if you watch the news at all, my guess is if you watch the news or probably personally, you have been impacted or know someone who's had a drug overdose. And so fentanyl comes across that border via mules and all these different other people from other countries, but they're bringing fentanyl in here. And, we used to talk about overdoses. And typically, an overdose back in the day was someone who actually consumed a lot of drugs or something of that nature, consumed a lot of it, meaning they took too much, overdosed, and died. Well, now what is happening? One of the number one ways Americans, I think, it may be male and female, I don't know specifically, but the 25 to 45 year olds, the number one way that many of them are dying now is through because of drug overdose. And it's not the old drug overdose, meaning I took too much by accident. What it is they think they're, maybe taking a drug that they probably have taken before. And what has happened is it's laced with fentanyl in it, and it kills them because it doesn't take much fentanyl to kill somebody. And so we've had that coming into our country by the droves, enough to where it's killing 100,000 plus people a year in our country. And if that doesn't tick you off, then I'm sorry, then you're not pro-American. And so Donald Trump made it a point and said, we're going to shut down the border. And just looking at CBS, again, they're a bunch of partisan hacks. Even they have come out here, as I'm showing you here in this article, showing you that Donald Trump, in basically 30 days, shut down the border. Now, if we go back to the Biden administration, you remember for years, what did he tell us? He said, "Oh, there's nothing we can do. It's up to the Republicans and the people in Congress to vote on something," which was all fake. And the news propped it up and said there was a border bill, and then Donald Trump, made some calls to crush that border bill because he wanted to be able to run on it in 2024. All that was fake news bullshit because the president has the ability to do something about the border. That's one thing they have the ability to do just by with a pen, an executive order or by executive action. And Trump did it within 30 days. He closed the border down, and I'm so thankful and appreciative that he did, because we cannot, the amount of cartels now that are in our country, okay, across the Mexico-Texas border, the amount of cartel members now that are in America that are controlling things is not sustainable. And thankfully, Donald Trump is going to, do what he can to get those folks out of here. It starts by making and naming the drug cartels as terrorist organizations, which he's done, which allows us to use the Defense Department to now go after some of these drug cartels. So, I'm thankful that the border shut down. I wanted to share this with you. I know many of you who watch this video are as excited about it as I am. And keep in mind, I am pro-immigration. Let's bring in as many people as we possibly can, but we want them to come in the right way. And we want people to come into our country that can add value, can bring a skill set, can create jobs or go to work and be good, employees, perhaps. Those are the types of folks we want in our country. So anyway, hope you found some value in today's video. Share it with others. Hope you subscribe to my channel and make it a great day.